Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I just wanted to take some time today to update you on my situation really and why I've not been posting content for ages, and just share my thoughts really, because it's been tough. It's been a tough few months, and a problem shared is a problem halved. So here we go. So I started this YouTube channel earlier on in the year, at the beginning of 2020, before Rona came along and ruined everything. She was around, but she wasn't around everywhere. So I went to LA and I went to Vlog University to try and kick myself into gear and get this channel on the road and just start creating some content and developing my skills. So I did that, and I was posting probably every week, every 2 weeks. It was tough because I was working 5 days a week. I was finding it really difficult with the Rona restrictions to actually make any decent content. And then over the summer, things started to calm down a little, shall we say, and I managed to get out and start creating some more content. But since then, some other things have happened and I just wanted to talk about them. So I'm finding it really difficult at the moment because firstly, I'm in Dubai and it's starting to cool down now, but it's been the summer here and it's been absolutely baking hot. So when I say baking hot, I'm talking about 40 degrees plus every single day for most of the day, in certainly all of daylight. So that's really difficult because firstly, my camera, I have the newish Fuji X-T4 camera, which I love, but it doesn't do very well in the heat, and it overheats anyway after about 15 minutes shooting 4K 60 just at room temperature. So it struggles massively outside in the temperatures here. So that's the first thing, temperatures and the equipment. The second thing is, here in Dubai in the summer, there's not a whole lot to do because you're really restricted by the weather. It's kind of akin to what I'm used to in the UK during winter, is that you have to pick the indoor things to do. You can go for walks and stuff, but when it's the heart of winter at home and it's really, really cold and it's below zero, you're quite limited in how long you can go outside for. And it's the same here, but it's probably even more extreme. So I've been limited to things like going to indoor theme parks and going to the mall. And usually, in a usual summer, that would be fine because I would be able to do those things and find something to make content about. The problem we've had is that because of Rona, the restrictions have been in place, so it's been more difficult because of the actual restrictions. But secondly, because of my health, and I've made videos about my kidney transplant before on this channel, link down below if you haven't seen them. So I've had to be really, really careful, extra, super careful about going outside, going into indoor spaces that aren't necessarily the safest place for someone with my condition to be. So just finding things to shoot here in Dubai, that's been a huge challenge in itself. Then you've got the equipment overheating if you're shooting anything outside, that's the second thing. The third thing is probably more of a personal thing, and I'm sure you guys all are feeling like this as well. But since this all happened and I've been working at home remotely, I've not been out with my friends, I've not seen my colleagues, I've generally been a hermit the whole time, for over 6 months now. And that can have a really negative impact on your creativity, your motivation, and your mindset for being organised and making a plan and sticking to a plan. It's really, really easy when the days just roll into the next and there's no change of scene. It's very easy to lose track of time, have no sense of urgency, no sense of goals or achievements. You're just doing day after day after day after day as it comes. And that's something I've massively struggled with. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in a bad situation at all. I have a job, I have money coming in, I live in a nice apartment, and I live in a decent city with all the amenities you could ever hope for. So I am not complaining by any means, but I'm just saying that being shielded and in isolation for a long period of time really does affect your mental health, and it affects your motivation and your creativity. On top of all of that, over the last month and a bit, our family's been going through quite a tough time. My mum's been having some heart issues, which we already knew about. Unfortunately, she was taken ill and had to go into hospital really suddenly. We were then told pretty quickly that she needed to have emergency surgery, but my mum has kidney transplants, as I do, and these were complicating how the surgery was going to be done and how her recovery was going to be planned. So it was quite a long waiting game from her going into hospital to having the surgery. It was a really stressful time for the whole family, but most of all for my mum, and I just want to say, because I know she's watching, hang in there, Mum, and we will see you very soon. I'm so grateful for my mum's recovery, and she's still got a long way to go. Obviously, me creating videos and stuff for YouTube was not even on my mind at the time. I had shot a few projects around Dubai before my mum went into hospital, so I have those in the can, and I'm hoping to edit those in the next few weeks. To tackle the issue of Rona and having a limited capacity to go out and film exciting new content here, I've decided that I'm gonna take some of my old vlogs that I haven't ever edited. I've shot so many over the years, and I've never released them, I've never done anything with them. Usually because I have this terrible habit of starting one project and then never finishing it. That's kind of the story of my life, and I'm working on that. So other than a few uploads and reviews that I'm going to be doing here and now, most of the videos that are going to be coming in the next month are going to be my old vlogs. They're not going to be perfect because they're all shot on iPhones, ranging from a 7 probably, all the way up to a 7 all the way up to an 11 Pro. I just hope you find them interesting because they were no strings attached, me being real, just vlogging my travels and my life as I went. I didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time, so they're completely real. They weren't ever really made to go on here. Some of the old vlogs that I'm planning to upload are my trip to Belgium with my dad in 2018 on the centenary anniversary of my great-granddad's death in the First World War. Now this was a really poignant trip for us because we knew that my great-granddad was buried in Belgium. We didn't know exactly where, so we had to do some research to find where he was. It was a really nice trip for myself and my dad to spend some time together. I don't often spend long periods of time with my dad because I'm living in different countries, and also when I'm home I'm always crazy busy, so we don't normally hang out for long periods of time. So the Belgium trip was a really good chance for us to hang out, pay tribute to my great-granddad, but also explore Belgium, the countryside, and just visit an area that we hadn't been to before. Another vlog I've got coming is my weekend in Hong Kong on the way home from Australia. And we crammed so much in. I did a mega amount of research like the control freak I am. I had everything planned to the hour for the few days that we were there. And we were really blown away. Hong Kong is such a great city. It's kind of sad what's happening there at the moment. So this may be a nice time to upload this because it was probably the last point of real freedom that Hong Kong had. And, I'll put it out there and you can all see. I have a couple of other day vlogs that I shot in the UK, like a trip with my dad to Whitstable, a trip with my mum to Waterton on the Naze. There's a few other bits and pieces like that. I may chuck together some Australia stuff. I actually have a vlog from Christmas 2017 that I started editing at the time, and it's still not complete. So I'm probably going to finish editing that, but it makes no sense to really release that now, so I probably will wait till Christmas this year. I've also got a really awesome trip to Cologne from December last year, visiting the Christmas markets and trying lots of amazing food. That will put on there as well, but again, probably won't release that until late November, December time, because that's when it's going to be more relevant, and maybe you might want to watch it when you're feeling Christmassy, hopefully. Man, it's hot out here. 34 degrees. It's not that hot, but it's quite humid. So I'm burning up, I'm sweating, and I need to get back inside. The reason I shot this outside, you're probably wondering, are you mad for shooting this outside? The reason I shot this outside is because I'm fed up with shooting things inside my apartment. Also, my windows are really darkened, so you're not going to get any nice views if I shoot this inside. So I did it outside on the balcony. So this is a long-winded video. I wanted to say hi to you all, wish you all well. Whatever's happening in your lives, I really hope that you're surviving and you're coping, and that you've got people around you that are supporting you wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Please subscribe, hit the button. I know I've said it a million times, subscribe. If you've watched this and a few other videos, you may as well subscribe. Hit the bell and you'll know when I'm posting stuff. Leave me some comments down below on YouTube. I want to hear from you guys. How's this crazy situation been affecting you? How have you been surviving? How have you been coping? I'd love to hear from you guys. Having that interaction with you means a lot to me. Thank you for watching. I love you guys loads, and I will see you soon. Until next time.